Welcome back, everybody. What we have now is game 2 between Relax and Federator in the Scrub Club Invitational 1. So without further ado, we'll just jump straight into the action. Yet again, the sick drone split from, let's see if we can get that up. So the EPM, that's not what we want the average EPM. So that little maneuver at the start, well actually, you know what? Let's check this out. So we'll check out both the EPM readings and the APM. So when it decides to go, and here comes the 6 split, there we go, up to 240. So that's how the pros should be doing it. And after a post-match interview, we'll call it, with Relax, he told me that it's as simple as soon as you get into the start of the game, just hitting F1 right click, F1 right click, F1 right click, F1 right click, just to change the idle workers into mining stuff. And yeah, bit of confusion with that, and so I decided to ask Josh, and he replied after the game with that post-match interview. So in the bottom left side of the map, we do have the orange Zerg Relax, and his counterpart in the top right hand corner of this map is Federator R Ice Blue, also known as, let's say, a pale aqua. That's a nice way of putting it. Pale aqua. We have Federator, the aqua Protoss. So I think, if my memory serves me correct, we did see a extract trick of some kind, so we might be seeing yet again the trademark famous Zerg Roach play that Relax does favour in this matchup alone, and he accidentally just hit S on his units whilst APM spamming, I believe. How many, yeah, here we go, Ruffle. How many times does that happen to you guys? It happens to me quite a lot when I tend to be going 1-4, 1-4, 1-4, 1-4, and then just hitting 4S, and then accidentally stopping on my units. So the scout from Relax just getting in there, seeing that there is that early gas. So we'll probably be expecting some kind of a similar play from Federator. Indeed he did. Instead opting for that earlier hatch, it looks like this game, with no gas being taken yet, to lead to this Roach play. So might be seeing something different instead coming out of orange Zerg player. As with a nice bit of dance and trickery, he navigates his drone away from danger to live and fight another day. So opting to build this Zealot quite substantially earlier in this game than what happened in the last one, just to get that bit of added defense. So that's a wise move, and a spawning pool and the extract being thrown down by Relax in his main base, and the Overlord should roughly pop in time for him not to get too heavily supply blocked, or supply blocked at all. He might wait a couple of seconds with that lava. Just check the timing out now. So 1, 2, 3, and there we go. So it pops now. He's unsupply blocked, and he'll be able to make the Queen straight up. There we go, fantastic. And over at his natural as well, the Queen as well. So he also failed. Let's see how so. Nothing yet, just building that extra simulator when it's not really needed as of yet. But preparation's always good, so looks like a 3-gate. The cybernetic score about halfway done, being thrown down for Federator. Looking a bit more aggressive than he was in the last game. Chrono boosting out some probes, and these Zerglings just moving out to get a bit of map presence, to see what's happening and what might be coming. Whilst this probe over here is just chilling, seeing what's happening, and making some decisions. So this Overlord is also in place when it wants to just slide on up and then have a peek at what's happening in the mineral field. Will this probe see the Zerglings? Yes, indeed it will. So speed and warp gate technology being researched for each player respectively, and the chrono boost going out on the sentry in that gateway there. Have a look at the income tab, and we do see that Relax has been droning quite fairly hard behind this, and Federator seems to be missing a few probes on his field count. So there we go, the Twilight counts are being thrown down again. So maybe we might see that. I believe he was researching charge lots or something in the last game at the very end, so go check that out if you haven't seen that game. It was really nice play. So the Roach Warren being thrown down, and +1 air ranged attack on the way as well. And just making sure he gets himself on supply blocks soon. There we go, so the one Overlord on the way, and the double gas being taken down at the expansion. And as Warp Gate finishes up now for Federator, will he transform these gateways? There we go, bang, bang, bang. That's what we like to see. As both players start to stockpile up their money, a push it might look like. As Federator spends his cash on some Stalkers. But Relax is choosing to drone up a bit harder, get that extra Evo chamber and even Hydralisk Den. So really tight timings with his injects as well. That's something that Relax is quite good at being able to do, is just make sure he hits those timings whenever he can, just to keep that energy on those queens nice and low, so when he does need the lava, he has access to it. And this Ling on patrol, just to make sure no expansions are going up. And does he have vision of the Twilight Council? Not as of yet. And that Overlord just went down by a hit, it looked like. Charge lot speed on the way, and +1 attack nearly finishing, and it looks like Federator's had enough and he's going to be moving out now. If I was him, I'd be moving down the map where he has vision instead of the opposite side. Oh, there we go, and so he elects to do that. So a bit of a good tactical choice here, as Relax's army assembles at the bottom of his, well, at the top, I guess, of his natural expansion. And here we go, here comes the engagement as he spots it, and out of the way. Look at how it goes. So all the drones being pulled, and it does look like quite a few of these drones are going to be making it home. It is tonight, and as they get base being roasted, and Ethan's phone call is being conveyed to stop this push. We'll cancel there, and we'll just scroll on over as he rallies at his name. And sweet Guardian Shield. Now the Guardian Shield is adding, let's go back to this, Guardian Shield is adding sick force field, and unfortunately that got essentially not long in this world and won't be making much more of an impact in this game. We have 3 blocks much more, and there we go, there goes down the expansion. Federator doesn't seem to be, if I was him, I'd probably be chucking down a couple more gates and spending a bit more, or maybe even just expanding. It looks like Relax will be able to hold this now, up to his ramp, and more reinforcements come out, and shut down the Sterling Barracks. So a good little push there by Federator, and these Stalkers trying to figure out whether they need to engage or not. And this drone looks like he wants to come home and maybe rebuild what was left. And it looks like the armies may actually end up avoiding each other here as the hatch is retaken. So he doesn't know that that's coming, and he doesn't know what's coming to his. Oh, just on the outskirts. And the +2 weapons should be finishing in about 3, nope, 2, 1, bang, blizzard minutes, you suck. Alright, walking up the ramp, and we will see a pylon. Nope. And the Stalkers unfortunately on move command, the FFS being dropped in frustration as Federator tries to move into counterattack, and maybe even try and force a base race. And unfortunately these gates being thrown down just a little bit too late. Don't have any major impact. The bunch of spines being thrown up and relax. close to losing this actually. So it is going to turn out to be a fully fledged base race unless these spines get up. But here we go, give them the roach reinforcements to try and do some damage. All the roads being pulled, and it does look like that. It does look like Relax has this covered. And yep, the spine's being set up now. Just a little bit of extra damage. Those drones adding the DPS, adding to the DPS output. And it looks like we might have GG and what will be a 2-0 victory to Relax as all these probes march across Mount like Maniwa. Will do a bit of damage, but they may not even get to that stage as Relax knocks out the final few buildings. Oh, pollen being thrown directly under the vision of the Overlord, so that's not going to help his cause. Yeah, and I don't even think Naniwa level control can save Federator from this. You can maybe go and try and set up another base somewhere else on the map, which it looks like he wants to do. But he does throw down that GG as he also throws it there. And so that means that I'll just switch on over to the correct thing now. So that means that we didn't see Relax 2-0 Federator in the second round of the winners bracket. And so after that, we will be moving on to, I'll just do a quick run through of the next couple of games. So I scroll back to avoid any spoilers. So after this game, we won't be seeing games between myself and Patsy, as unfortunately he was busy at the time of the tournament, and that did have to be a walkover. The same deal with Holy Devil and Jathura. But luckily enough, we were able to get some games out in Group F between Phonic and Syndicate, which will be an interesting series and will be coming up next, guys. And then we'll be moving into the first couple of rounds of the losers bracket. So we'll see you then.